Guys, in today's video, we're going to talk about the new fusion that will appear in Dragon Ball Daima. Will it be a normal fusion that we're used to seeing, or will it be a triple fusion? Well, that's what we're going to talk about today. But before we start, leave your like and also subscribe to the channel. So guys, over the years, we fans have had several favorite characters for different reasons, and among them are the fusions that always appeared in moments when no one was able to continue fighting because they were too injured or too weak to even help face the current enemy. So always in these moments of crisis, fusions appear as a sign of power, and most of the time they always win and show that their strength is far beyond the power of the current warriors. As the sagas went on, we saw some characters merging, creating a new, very powerful character that was necessary to win a certain battle or to help in the battle against a powerful enemy. All the fusions that exist so far include Vegeta and Gogeta, who are the union of Goku and Vegeta, Gotenks, who is the union between Goten and Trunks, Kefla, who is the union between Kale and Caulifla, Kibito Shin, the union between Shin and Kibito, and finally the Zamasu fusion, which is the union between Zamasu and Goku Black. Each of these fusions has already been introduced to us, and each of them is canon. They are all powerful in their own way, and we have already been presented with the power level of each of them except for Kibito Shin, who has not demonstrated his strength, but we know that he must be more powerful than Shin and Kibito individually. Each character only has one fusion with another person except for Goku and Vegeta, who are an exception because they have two different fusions that have already been presented to us in the anime. The two Saiyans use two methods to perform the fusion, the first to be shown being the fusion through the Potara earrings, which was first demonstrated by Shin and Kibito, who used this method to fuse, becoming Kibitoshi. With this method, Goku and Vegeta end up uniting and transforming into Vegeto, one of the few fusions to appear more than once. Now, the second method used by the Saiyans to unite is through the Metamoru dance, which was used for the first time during the Buu saga, where Goku himself ended up teaching Goten and Trunks how to use that dance so that the two of them could unite and face Super Buu. Goku and Vegeta only used this method during the battle against Broly, who was too strong for them at that time. Since they didn't have the Potara earrings to quickly unite, they had to use dance, and with that, Gogeta was born, the fusion that only appeared once, and that was enough for him to demonstrate his great power. There have always been several types of speculation about which character is more powerful than the other, and among them there is the big question that won't go away. Between Vegeta and Gogeta, which of these two fusions is the most powerful among the Saiyan rivals? We all know that Goku and Vegeta are powerful individuals, and their fusions would not be weak under any circumstances, but which would be the strongest in terms of power, with both at the peak of their powers? Leave your opinions about which of them is the strongest, and I ask that you respect each other's opinions. After all, we can't say for sure which one is the most powerful, because unfortunately we will never see a battle between Vegeto and Gogeta. Now that I've explained in more detail what fusion itself is, it's time for me to talk about the main theme of this video, which in this case is triple fusion. That's right guys, I'm talking about a fusion between three individuals who would become a single living being, and depending on the beings that join together, we will end up witnessing the birth of the most powerful fusion of all that have been presented so far. You must be wondering why I believe that this triple fusion will actually happen in Dragon Ball Daima, or at some other time in the future of Dragon Ball Super. So get ready and come with me, because I'm going to explain it to you. As mentioned in this same video, we have two fusion methods that were presented to us throughout the Dragon Ball sagas, but recently in Dragon Ball Daima, more precisely in the 4th episode, we were introduced to the medicinal insects, and one in question has a very strong effect, which is the ability to merge beings into one. This being the adhesive insect that creates a fusion between two or more beings, because if we go back to the moment when the insects appear, we can see that the image of the adhesive insect has three beings together, and next to it is the result of this, which would be the fusion between them. So because of this, we can say that this theory about a triple fusion is not impossible. Did you think that this was not enough to be sure that a triple fusion is possible? Well, I'm going to show you something else that will give more strength to this theory. In an old interview, Dragon Ball creator Akira Toriyama ended up saying that the Metamoru dance could indeed be performed with more than two people, which means that a fusion between 3, 4, or even 5 people at the same time has always been possible. Now, how could this triple fusion happen? Simple. As we know, Goku and his friends are currently very weak because they have young bodies, and even if he uses all his powers, they probably won't be able to defeat the final enemy of Dragon Ball Daima, and their only option would be fusion. So Goku and Vegeta will probably fuse using the Potara earrings and will face the final enemy, but they still won't have enough power to defeat him, and as a last attempt, Vegeta will use the sticky insects and will fuse with someone, thus creating a triple fusion. He will probably fuse with Piccolo, creating a totally new being by uniting the raw power of the Saiyans with the special abilities of a Namekian, and using this power they will be able to win. But if Piccolo isn't the one to complete this triple fusion, then it will be Glorio who will join Vegito, creating a hybrid between a Saiyan and a demon, this being a fusion that will probably only be present in Dragon Ball Daima, being exclusive to this saga, something that wouldn't be strange. With all this information that I presented throughout this video, you can already get an idea that a triple fusion is possible and will probably be used at this time. But why would they do it now? Simple, even after so many years of anime, Dragon Ball still reuses information about the past to use in new sagas, and the idea of triple fusion is already very old, and since the creator of Dragon Ball himself stated that this type of fusion is possible, then this would be the perfect time to pay homage to Akira Toriyama in Dragon Ball Daima. Now that we know this, I dare say that if this idea proves to be real when Dragon Ball Super returns, we will see the triple fusion of the most powerful mortal, being the triple fusion of the only three completely pure-blooded Saiyans that still exist. This being the fusion of Goku, Vegeta and Broly, all united in a single body. Imagine the union between these three warriors who are among the most powerful in the 7th universe. Beerus, who is the god of destruction of the 7th universe, would finally have an opponent that he would have to use 100% of his power to defeat. I don't know, but if this triple fusion happens in the future, we will be able to see the battle between the most powerful, and I'm sure it will be using the Metamoru dance, since the Potara earrings would not be able to withstand the power of these three warriors united in a single being. Guys, as soon as we finish today's video, are you excited to see the new fusion? Comment, and of course, leave your like and also subscribe to the channel. Bye!